We love hip hop.
What I was saying before, Myron Gaines, you watched the 20v1, and I'm going to use a word. I'm going to have to go back through and do a bunch of edits. He said that Drake has fied men.
Jesus Christ.
Okay, and I'm going to play a clip from Myron that I'm going to have to go back in my live. Listen, salute to the live stream people and salute to Kick, because Kick ain't going to have a problem with it. But when I post this back on YouTube, it's going to be a lot of bleeps.
F-I is a crazy verb. I've never heard that verb in my life.
I like it, though.
F-I. To turn homosexual.
Okay, don't say it again. You're giving me more work, man. Okay, ready? Let's go. Oh,
He says
man.
the most, that guy.
Oh, he went crazy. And listen, Drake, I don't agree with this, but he was funny.
Hi, how are you? What's going on?
Yeah, Drake is also I ain't gonna lie, bro. The nigga's feminine as fuck, man. Look, I acknowledge his musical genius. I acknowledge that he's gonna go down in history as a top 10 artist probably in all of history. But bro's a bro. I'm sorry. And I've told you guys this before that I blame Drake. Well, I don't blame him 100%, but he is a significant contributor. Let me say that. He's a significant contributor to the tree of young men. A lot of you niggas in here
sound effect
that aren't loyal to your friends, that are fucking soft, that don't go to the gym, that are fucking effeminate, right? You zesty ass motherfuckers. A lot of you niggas are Drake fans, I'm gonna be honest. A lot of you niggas are Drake fans. Bro, I'd rather listen to some fucking drill than listen to Drake, bro. Look, I get it. He's gonna go down as a musical artist of all time, one of the best of all time. I understand that. I am not a hater from the perspective of I understand that his music is very popular. I understand that he's talented. I understand that he can rap and he can sing, and a lot of artists can't do that. But I don't listen to it because I'm not a okay? I think the music is responsible for the degradation of masculinity in modern men. That's my take on it. Because you guys got to remember, when did Drake start to pop off? 2008. Who also came into office in 2008? When did we have a culture shift in 2008? Obama took office in 2008. Drake started becoming popular in 2008. The faggification of men began starting in 2008.
Yeah.
Drake made it cool to cry over women.
Yo, okay.
Drake made it cool to be in your feelings.
Let me just let him play.
Say what you want to say. You call me a hater, whatever. I don't think I'm a hater because I'm being very honestly critical here. Okay? I'm acknowledging his musical talent while simultaneously articulating the damage that his musical talent has created, which is
hold on, which is what?
Has absolutely f***ified and made men weak. And
okay, that's enough.
That term is funny.
The term is crazy.
Yeah,
bro.
I'm like out here.
I don't take anything that guy says serious. You know.
Is there any credence to anything he's saying?
No, absolutely not. Absolutely not. If you're talking about first of all, what Drake is doing is like I appreciate because he does it for everybody. You know, he does a lot of things behind the scenes. I like what he's doing for the women, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
And if you don't hate women, you're not gonna feel any way about it. And Drake doesn't have the power to homify men. You know what I mean? That's crazy. The guy's not God, you know, but Drake's the hottest thing right now. He just did the 20v1. So, you know, and you know, Myron, if you're familiar with Myron, he's gonna take the negative position on literally everything, especially when it comes to women.
Yeah.
He hates women. You know, I've heard what he said about black women. Like, he just hates females. And if we're talking about being magnified, isn't there some magnified pictures of him? Okay, homofied pictures of him with white men?
Whoa, is there what?
There is. There's some homofied pictures of him with white men.
What is he doing?
He's like laying in the bed with his homie in the military, right? And they were like, you know, boys being boys.
What, they're helping each other or something? Or?
No, they were like
a
laying
little
in
too
the
close
bed,
for comfort.
And then there's like a picture of them laying in the bed and like hugging.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh yeah.
But one thing though, like he's talking about like men, you know, being very submissive to their women and stuff like that. Is that a form of for the red pill community being gay, or like being like
it depends on what
feminine?
It depends on what submission means. I think submission's a two-way thing, right?
Yeah.
So how they frame it, they make it seem like it's such a negative thing. But you know, I like to hear what they classify as being submissive. You know, if my girl asks me, while you're on the road, can you pick up, you know, some meatloaf and some bread? And I say yes. Am I being submissive? Like, you know, and it's a two-way street. So I don't know. Like, And are these people like in relationships or married or have any proof of like living the ideology and it being successful in real life? Is what they're preaching map on to reality?
Nah,
Exactly.
He puts out his takes, one for rage bait.
Yeah.
But it does also bring up a conversation in my mind. Like, Zara, you've been in the red pills section as far as on YouTube at one point in time, right? Like, has it gone so far, or has it always been that way where it's like you do anything for your girl, like you're a bitch?
It's like that.
I think for some dudes it's like that, bro. And I feel like a lot of it comes from like the search for ultimate power. So a lot of these people who feel powerless look to the red pill community or the ideology as a way to regain power by being hyper masculine, conquering and stuff. But I think he just takes extreme positions because that's the brand that he sells. So I don't even know if he believes that.
I don't even think he I don't think he buys into it. Yeah.
And it just seems so fake and forced now where it's like you almost know what he's gonna say. And like in his world, Drake is an easy target, you know? But like what does he want Drake to be like? I don't know, like Liver King or one of these like like what does he want a man to be? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like hunting and stuff. Like
hard on thoughts. Remember that used to be a thing.
Yeah.
Academics used to be the enforcer of the hard on thoughts movement. And he kind of had to back off of that because his own relationships started proving different. Like the girl that was like took him for the money and all that type of stuff, and they kept on.
Yeah, look at the type of girls these guys are dating too. It's like academics. I love academics, but I feel like they have a couple of bad experiences with a particular type of girl, and then they just generalize an entire gender. And I'm just like, dude, you freaking were with a girl who exposed your penis, robbed you, called the police on you, and now you're labeling all females as the same thing. The problem is you and who you're choosing to be with.
Yes, like obviously you're gonna have problems with strippers that you're dating.
Yeah, like it's crazy.
But he isn't as hard on thoughts as he used to be.
Good.
You know what I'm saying? Because he had to realize, like, yo, I'm not really practicing what I'm preaching.
Dude, if you're dating thoughts and you get thought behavior, dude, it's like playing with a lion and getting bit.
It's one thing to date the thoughts, but the hard on thoughts movement is, it's completely anti what Drake is doing. He's giving them bags, cars, everything, right?
Okay, but in the same way that certain rappers will push people to, let's say, commit crimes or be a driller or sell drugs, like I feel like Drake pushes people to like, in a way he pushes the male youth to like be more romantic. I feel like make them more lover boys in a sense, which might be bad because they end up like F boys and having multiple relationships, whatever. Or like very emotional or getting played. I think, but I feel like his music does encourage that.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah. I really think Myron should start a family. I think he should practice what he preaches, start a family, and cut the shit because like we don't believe you, bro.
And it's funny because if a dude treated his daughter the way he tells men to treat women, he'd hate it. He'd be so up, like, this is crazy to me.
He'd want to fight.
And people need to understand, you could be a gentleman, but also have boundaries and be stern and be a man. Like those two things can coexist.
Yes.
It doesn't have to be one or the other. And I think that's what happens. People get into this, like, you get either like, you're like a gentleman or you're a simp, or you're just like this dictator Viking with a freaking Thor hammer just laying down the law, which is stupid. It's not realistic.
Yeah, but the money's lucrative in that field with all these guys.
Well, yeah, I mean, that's why I don't take anything he says serious.
Fish, like hundreds of $1,000s every fucking quarter.
Pay attention to people who are actually in relationships for 10, 12 years who are actually doing it. You know what I mean? That's the reality.
That's the flex.
Yeah, that's the flex. We're actually living it and living out their ideology. And back to Drake. I think Drake is probably the most givingest rapper on the planet Earth. I love what he's doing.
I mean, when you're a billionaire,
I mean, there's other rap billionaires that aren't doing what Drake is doing.
No, there's only
and
like
I know what people are
going
to say. It's a tax write-off. Who cares?
It's like a 2 or 3, maybe 4 billionaires. Out of how many people are in rap?
I think once you get to a certain level of money, receiving money loses the rush, and then you start to get a rush from giving money.
Yeah, see the changes in people's face. I saw one clip I saw this morning. The girl was like, could you buy my mother a home?
Yeah. He's like, yeah,
I'll do it.
You know who he should buy a home for? Plush. Doesn't she need a home?
Yeah. He probably gave
or at
her
least a better whip to live in.
Yeah, that would
Sprinter.
That would be dope.
Give her a fucking Sprinter.
That would be dope.
Sprinters are fucking amazing. I'd live in a fucking Sprinter.
Yeah, get Plush a home if you haven't already. Because she was on the stream too, right?
Yeah. She probably gave her a bag. He's tapped in, fam.
Good.
Yeah.
Salute to Drake.
You know what's so crazy? The day before this all went down, she posted on IG. She's like, all you hoodoo voodoo bitches who are hating on me,
Mm.
I have something coming in for you.
Mm.
Oh, so
She did.
that's what she was talking
That's
about.
what she was
eh?
talking about. Yeah.
Okay,
Good for her.
let's save that for a complete segment that I have here on that stream.
Fuck Myron. I honestly, that guy's a piece of shit.
Right?
I'll box you in real life if you really want to do it. I'll box the shit out of you.
Ooh, challenge.
Some random Toronto nigga, bro. That's literally my handle on fucking Twitter.
I'll tag him. Let's get the podcast started here.
We
Thanks
love
for
hip-hop.
watching. If you enjoyed this video, please make sure to check out these other videos on the screen and make sure to like and subscribe.
We love hip hop.